What's up, everybody? This is NorbCam coming at you with some breaking news here on this Thursday morning. The Seahawks have signed Aldon Smith, former 49er, former Dallas Cowboys, former Raider, I think, as well, to a one-year deal, I believe, worth about $1.75 million. He was in town yesterday, as we talked about on the roundtable last night, that he was visiting with the Seahawks with the intent that they were going to sign him, and they got that deal done, announced this morning. So another pass rusher added to the Seahawks defensive line. So he joins the ever-growing depth of defensive pass rushers on Seattle, like Benson Mayowa, who had 6 sacks last year, Kerry Hyder, who we got from the 49ers, Alton Robinson, who will be entering his second year, and then, of course, Darrell Taylor, who we drafted last year and never saw the field, but has a lot of upside, and I know the Seahawks are really high on him. So, and, of course, Carlos Dunlap. So we've got a really deep, at this point, crew of pass rushers on that Seahawks defensive line. So I'm excited about this. We were all in favor of this, hoping that this would get done, and it did. The only thing to wonder about is, what kind of productivity will he have? Last year, when he started out, he was a number seven overall pick by the 49ers back in 2011. And man, he tore up the league this first couple of years, had like 34.5 sacks in his first 2 years. But then things kind of declined a little bit. And what really was his Achilles heel was all the legal off-the-field troubles that he got into. I mean, he had a rap sheet so long between domestic violence, a assault weapon charge, yelling bomb at the airport. I mean, he had so many issues that he got suspended. Missed 4 years of his career from 2016 to 2019. He was finally reinstated last year, joined the Cowboys, and he got 5 sacks last year, 3 of them against Seattle in that one game that we played him in. So I'm sure Russell Wilson will be happy not to see him on the other side of the field and to have him on our core of defensive pass rushers. But will he be a huge impact guy? He's not the guy that he was, 7, 8, 9 years ago. So I think this is a good depth move. It's a low-risk move. It's low cost. The only question, is all his legal and off-the-field troubles behind him. Obviously, the commissioner saw it safe enough to reinstate him last year to play. He did play all 16 games, was a little less productive as the season went on, but then again, for not being in football for 4 straight seasons, still not a bad return. And if he can do something like that, even 5 sacks, if he can bring the same sack total that he did last year with the Cowboys to the Seahawks, that would be huge at a price that is pretty cheap, relatively speaking. So I'm excited about the move. Hopefully the Seahawks can keep these guys, like him in line, and we won't hear anything more about all the crazy off-the-field stuff that he had going on. I mean, it's been so long that we've kind of forgotten about it, but, he represented that time when the 49ers were the ultimate rival in the NFC West when Kaepernick was with the team, and back at that run when 2012, 2013, the 49ers were one yard away from winning a Super Bowl the year previous. And so that was during a time when the 49ers were on top of the world, and Seattle was just starting to move in to take their spot, and then the 49ers decline started to happen after that. So he represents definitely a different time period when San Francisco was the big boy on the block. And now, will he stay clean? I mean, last year, had a pretty quiet season. I'd like to think that after 4 years of suspensions and given this, return to the league and having a pretty, overall, uneventful season last year with the Cowboys, this could be the perfect opportunity for him to get another second chance here, with hopefully a contender in the NFC West, as we hopefully will try to find a way to make it to the top and defend our NFC West crown against teams like the Rams, who continue to upgrade their roster, especially at quarterback. The Arizona Cardinals, who continue to make moves on their defensive line. And then you've got the 49ers, who also are making some big moves. Interesting to see what they're going to do at quarterback with all the draft moves that they've made here. So Coach Marsh throwing out the idea that what about Aaron Rodgers going to the 49ers in some crazy trade swap? I don't know. We'll see. Anything is possible at this point, but the draft is right around the corner, so it's going to be interesting to see what moves are made during the draft. And, of course, afterwards when all the unsigned free agents become available, or undrafted free agents become available, and what Seattle ends up doing. Anthony D with a super chat. What does he say here? He says, hey, bro, I don't know if I'll ever come to Seattle for my birthday, but if I do come over and if you can tag along, what do you want to do? Mizuki? Bring your family along. Mizuki, definitely one of the better Asian buffets. That's certainly an option, but you just let me know when you might be coming to town and we'll figure something out. And there's always that Super Bowl next year. If we can get to the Super Bowl, man, it's going to be Mizuki buffet for sure. So see if we can get it done. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Sam Dog, what's up? 3 of his 5 sacks were on Russell Wilson. That's what I was saying earlier, man. 3 of his 5 in one game against Seattle. So, again, it's nice to just, if you can't beat him, join him. Get that guy off the other side of the field, put him on our side. So we'll see what he can do. But, it's a good move. If they can stay clean, it's going to be a good move for Seattle. But it's crazy when you think back during that time of the early 2010s when who would have thought that back then when Aldon Smith, I made a few videos making fun of Aldon Smith and all his legal troubles. You can find it on my channel, making fun of him during a press conference. But back then, if you would have thought that Richard Sherman would have ended up on the 49ers and Aldon Smith would have been a Seahawk, you would have thought this is some kind of mad Twilight Zone kind of world to see this happening. And now here we are with Aldon Smith now going to be wearing a Seahawk uniform. And who knows? Richard Sherman's still floating around out there, so he hasn't found a place yet. And there is some rumors about the potential of Richard Sherman coming back to Seattle, maybe after the draft. Oh, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this whole move with Aldon Smith? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments. And please, again, if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button and smash that like button, comment away. Greatly appreciate it. That's it. Just want to let you guys know about that breaking news. It's very exciting. I do like what John Schneider has been doing so far with the moves so far in this offseason, and I can't wait to see what he does in the draft. See what kind of magic he takes to take 3 picks, and he's going to wave his wand, and all of a sudden we have 8 or 9 picks or something like that. It's going to be fun to watch when the draft comes along. So it's right around the corner. Anthony D super chatted up again. It says, Norb, just FYI, if COVID-19 keeps going down and safe enough to go, we'll definitely come over. We should come together again. Would love to meet your kids. Hopefully the COVID situation continues to improve. It's a slow going battle, but man, yesterday, speaking of COVID, I'm not going to push this as any kind of political thing. I did get the vaccination. I did the second shot yesterday and the Moderna shot, and it was definitely a little more sore than the first time. The first time I barely felt it, and I had no side effects at all. Yesterday, I definitely felt it at the time of the shot. It was like, ooh, that's a little more, it's got a little more pizzazz to it, a little more zing to it. And so my arm, even now, still feels like somebody just punched me super hard right here in the shoulder. But it was last night when I actually started getting that sort of rundown feeling where I was kind of feeling like I needed to lay down. I was just sort of kind of wiped out. It was definitely, I was told that the effects of the second one would be a little more intense. So, but I feel better today. So I knew it was going to be coming, but I'm glad the side effects are starting to wear off and getting back to normal. But I got to work today. I got a production shoot for one of my clients today. So I'm going to be out there in the sun doing some drone shooting. So I'm glad I'm feeling better, but it's nice to know I've got that out of the way. So hopefully it's just one step in the right direction. That's it, guys. So thanks for watching. We'll keep an eye on any other trades and pickups that go down before the draft. I'll definitely let you know if I find them out. And we will talk to you guys later. Hopefully my plan is today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, I'm going to do a, hopefully, Face of the Franchise, another continuing saga of the Madden 21 Face of the Franchise story. Get caught up on that, hopefully tomorrow evening. So if you will join me, you can join me tomorrow and help coach me up as I try to move one step closer to becoming a Seahawks quarterback in the Madden 21 Face of the Franchise game. All right, that's it, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to y'all later. But don't go anywhere. Just click over here, and keep watching other videos. All right, and check out that Aldon Smith one. It's been a few years since I did that one, but just for old time's sake, just remember some of the things he did back then. Check that out. I'll try to put a link right over there. All right, talk to you later, guys.